We have South Dakota School of Mines. Directly to my left, head coach Zach Tinker.
Yeah, just an honor to be back at RMAC kickoff day. It's probably the most, it's the 12th most exciting day of the year for football coaches because we're getting pumped up for the fact that our kids are coming back to participate in this season. Honored to be back representing the RMAC. A season ago, it was a total unknown for South Dakota Mines. We were an unknown to the league, and I'd like to thank the veteran coaches in the league, John Riston, John Reiners, Jazz Baines, all reached out, and we're great mentors. I think we have a great quality of men that coach the programs here. Very excited to have Marty and Joe here in the conference now as head coaches. I think they add diversity and quality to what is already a very diverse and quality group of coaches here in the league. This is a competitive league. We learned that a season ago. We had a bunch of very, very competitive games. We did some good things. We also found a way to lose 5 in a row to end the season. So you're looking at a pretty hungry group of guys at the front of the room that have work to do and need to play some good football and try to earn some things back here in the RMAC. Excited for the kids that got recognized. We had 2 young men get recognized on the preseason team, which Robbie Joe Girardin, our kicker, who's a fine kicker, and excited for Robbie Joe to have a big junior year, and our quarterback as well, Jacob Sullivan, who is coming back from an injury, but excited for Jake that he got some recognition by the coaches in the league. I looked when we went through the league all-conference picks. It's a good wake-up call for you as a coach because you realize the quality of players in the league at every position. And I know when I looked at it, it got my competition juices flowing a little bit because I know we're going to be challenged each and every Saturday here in the fall.
Well, that's a good question, man. Honestly, I'm just hoping that our special teams unit puts me in the right position to make plays. Also, coaches as well. It's really dependent on how we go out there, how we practice, and just if we're able to stick to our scheme. One of my good friends, Marcus Sanchez, he broke our school record with 17 touchdowns. That's one of my biggest goals I'm trying to reach. Also, I'm trying to get 1,000 receiving yards too as well.
It's going to be real important to get some turnovers and stuff for our offense, get on the ball because they move the ball pretty quick. So, our biggest goal is just to play a full 4 quarters, have fun, and get the ball to our offense. So.
Yeah, I think that's a big emphasis, is just getting turnovers and creating turnovers. I think we return a lot of guys in the secondary, so I think that communication helps, just having guys who've been together for a while. And I think the new guys that are coming in that are freshmen are picking up stuff quick, so I think it'll be a much improved unit.
We had a lot of guys come out and work all summer. We had 2 different report dates, so it was good to see freshmen come out, transfers, and then obviously returners too. So you can kind of tell the hunger right there. Like our coach said too, the RMAC's a competitive league, so it's like you're going to get everybody's best game. So it's our job to do that same thing every time.
Yeah, I got to agree with EJ on that one. I'd say we got a really hungry group up in South Dakota. Last year, like you said, didn't go the way we wanted it to. We went losing 5 in a row. I think this year, we have a younger team, but I think with youth also comes, some insight that you probably didn't see before. I'm just ready to get the season started.
Yeah, I think it hurts just losing close games at the end of your season like that, but I think it's just something you got to put behind you and look forward to the next season. And like I said, I think a lot of guys it's using it as motivation towards next season. So I think we've done the right things in the off season, like in the weight room and on the field. And I think a big emphasis is just finishing this last year and winning those close games.
I know the Pueblo game is one that I think fans in the region are excited to see what the Hard Rockers look like on the same field with Coach Riston's squad. We're certainly excited for that opportunity. We don't do there's not a lot of motivational ploys. I think John Reiners would tell you the same thing. When Black Hills State and South Dakota Mines get together, we just go play. It's a rivalry game, and so there's not going to be a lot that's specific for that other than every single time you play that game, it's an electrifying atmosphere. It's a challenging schedule. We try to talk about it all the time. You know that in this league, you can go and look really good on a given week, and it has nothing to do with how you're going to look the next week and vice versa. So our job is to prepare for 11. we're fired up for our schedule. We only leave home once in about a 7-week stretch because we do have road games at Shadron and Black Hills, which are relatively short travel days for us. So we have a nice little chunk of the schedule where we're in the Black Hills, and we need to take advantage of it and play good football. Yeah, we can't wait. I mean, I think it's an awesome rivalry. Just it's a different energy in the arena when we get a chance to play someone that's in the backyard. Certainly, we don't often recruit against each other that much. Just we have a little bit. We're so specific in terms of the types of academic kids we're looking for. But at the same time, it's pretty fun when we gear up against each other. I thought it was an electrifying game last season. I think these gentlemen mentioned it. We need to finish games better, and that was a prime example of one of those games. But I think they were actually talking about that game a little bit at breakfast this morning. So it's going to be an exciting day, I would think.
Yeah, definitely. I'm looking forward to every single game, even the rivalry games, especially between BH and Shadron State. Last year, like Coach said, we weren't able to finish a lot of the games in the back half of the season, Shadron State being one of them. I think this year, that's one of our biggest focuses on offense, defense, and special teams. Just trying to go out there and finish games as best we can, hopefully get the W.
Yeah, I think the proximity of the teams just makes the game interesting because a lot of people from Rapid City know Shadron, so a lot of people come out for those games. So that always makes it a little bit more exciting, just having a lot of people at the games, and especially with how the game turned out last year, just a real up and down game. It was a real close game. So I think it's good for the community to see those games. So I think it'll be another exciting game.
The rivalry games are pretty fun just because all the hype and everything behind that. But I mean, at the end of the day, it's just another game. So I mean, we're gonna approach every game kind of the same. To go out there and try and get a dub. So.